We've been told the most valuable people are the smartest people, but look around at work, money, and daily stress, and a different pattern shows up. The people who pull ahead are often not the most informed or the most gifted. They are the ones who do not panic in a bad market, do not fire off the reckless message, do not abandon the plan because they feel bored, rejected, or behind. In modern life, emotional regulation is not a soft trait. It is the ability to keep your mind usable when everything around you is trying to make it noisy. In an earlier economy, access to information created a real edge. If you knew something others did not know, you could turn that knowledge into status, money, or power. Now, information is cheap, constant, and mostly one search away. The bottleneck is no longer knowledge by itself. The bottleneck is whether you can hold attention, think clearly, and act with consistency when you are tired, provoked, uncertain, and overstimulated. A lot of people do not fail because they lack the answer. They fail because their internal state keeps interrupting execution. This matters economically more than most people realize. A calm person makes fewer expensive mistakes under pressure, and expensive mistakes are what break careers, portfolios, deals, and trust. If you can delay gratification, you save more, invest with more patience, and avoid turning every emotion into a purchase. If you can tolerate boredom, you can practice long enough to become good at something that pays well. If you can stay steady through slow progress, you can let compounding do its work in business, skill building, and money. Emotional volatility has a price, even when no one sends you a bill for it. You can see this in almost every field that ambitious men care about. In entrepreneurship, impatience kills good ideas before distribution, pricing, or product quality has time to improve. In investing, fear makes people sell low, and greed makes people buy noise at the top. In leadership, one ego-driven reaction can make talented people stop trusting you. In creative and knowledge work, the person who can sit with difficulty for 3 focused hours will usually beat the person with better ideas and weaker nerves. The market often rewards the man who can remain stable long enough to finish what other people keep restarting. And the environment is not neutral. A lot of digital systems make more money when you are distracted, agitated, comparing yourself, and checking again. The phone in your pocket is not just a tool. It is a slot machine for attention, and it pays out in novelty, outrage, status anxiety, and intermittent rewards. That constant stimulation trains the brain to expect speed, reaction, and emotional spikes. Then when you sit down to read, think, write, budget, negotiate, or learn, normal concentration feels flat and uncomfortable. The system profits from your dysregulation, which means your calm attention has economic value. This is why intelligence alone often underperforms. A smart but unregulated person can rationalize almost anything. He can justify revenge as honesty, impulsive spending as deserved relief, doom scrolling as research, and quitting as a strategic pivot. Intelligence makes reactions faster, but regulation decides whether those reactions are useful. The clear-headed person usually has better timing, and timing matters in money, relationships, and work more than people want to admit. Being right in a panic state still produces bad decisions. The good news is that this skill is trainable. You build it by putting friction between feeling and action, by letting urges pass before you obey them, and by making your nervous system less dependent on constant stimulation. That means fewer notifications, more single-task focus, more sleep, more time before replying when angry, more deliberate spending, and more willingness to be bored without escaping into your phone. None of this is glamorous, but that is the point. The future does not belong to the man with the loudest mind. It belongs to the man who can keep his mind clear when everyone else is being pulled around by theirs.